Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm your host Cookie Simmer and today we are playing the Legacy Challenge Part 2 and this is the Bridges family, which is pretty much just Kaylin herself and her parents and her little brother. But I want to start off with this part by saying I'm sorry I have not gotten around to I have not really gotten around to just like filming and things like that like I want to. I was having some very serious problems with my game, the lagging, the God, it was a lot. It was just like it was lagging. Um, Requests weren't going through. Sims were constantly glitching out, and I was just fed up with the whole thing. And so I deleted like 95% of my CC. The only CC I have left is custom hair, a little bit of custom hairs, a little bit of custom clothes, and some shoes, and that's and makeup, and that's about it. I only have created some custom items now. I probably went from about like 300 probably items in my mods folder to probably about 70 to 100, probably even less than that because I pretty much cleared out the whole folder, and it was extensive, let me tell you that. But I was really just unhappy with the way that my game was performing, and it was frustrating to me. So I went ahead and deleted a lot of my stuff. Like I said, didn't delete Creative Sim things because I wanted to keep my Creative Sim options. So that's where we're really at right now with the whole with the game situation and why I wasn't uploading the legacy challenge at all. But right now my game is running really smooth. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to. No one's glitching out, and it's looking good. I just have to change some things around because a lot of my custom content isn't anymore, like I said, and I have to fix the walls and stuff because I did use some custom wallpapers. But like I said, deleted everything. Um, but we are going to go ahead and talk about what's going on with Kaylin, what's going on with her life. I actually pre-recorded an episode before this, episode 2 before this, but I didn't like it, so I deleted it, and then I played probably you could say like a week off camera to really like get everything like I wanted to, and I changed a lot of things around town and neighbors and things like that. So you will see all that in the game. But basically we are probably into, I know that we've only had one episode, but she's probably like into, let's say like a month of her living in her new apartment, and everything was going really good at first. She wasn't really having any problems, she wasn't having any issues, she was just writing and writing and writing and not really going anywhere, not really seeing anybody much. She doesn't really like her neighbors either. The only person that she really saw was Nicola, and she hasn't really talked to her family that much either, which really stinks because at this point she's feeling fed up and lonely, and she's just, she's really upset because she feels like, she moved out to have her own place and to do her own thing and to go out and to meet people and to finally be like, a young adult instead of having to worry about, her immediate family's problems. But at the same time, she still never got to, I feel like she still never got to do any of those things, and she's upset about it, and rightfully so. She is upset about it. And she's just feeling like extremely lonely. She feels like she doesn't have any friends, and last night at her apartment, literally she was up 95% of the night, so she doesn't have that good of energy because she found rats in her apartment. And not only that, but when she woke up this morning to eat breakfast, she found roaches in her kitchen, and she's just like, she's so disgusted and upset. And we actually got a new neighbor, and his name is Brendan, and he saw us really upset outside the apartment, writing a nasty letter to the landlord because she was just too disgusted to go back into her apartment. And he saw her, and he was like, can I help you out? Do you need some bug spray? Like, what's going on? And she was just like, she was thankful that, he came over and was just basically like nice to her, and was willing to help her get and basically just like get her ish together, because obviously she didn't want to go back in her apartment in her bedroom by herself with rats running around. Like, that's just disgusting. Even I can say that myself. And yeah, she's so tense, and she's so fed up with it, and she's just really at this point just regretting being here at this apartment and being on her own. She felt like she never should have left her house. And so I think what she wants to do today is to first of all call and talk to her mom, because even though her and her mom don't really have the best relationship, didn't have the best relationship with her when she was growing up, because she felt like her mom never really supported her. She still loves to call. She still thinks her mom can give really good advice and be there for her when she needs it. Now that she's older, I feel like her mom kind of came to the realization that she can be there for her in a way that in the way that she needs. You know what I'm saying? And so she's gonna call her mom and see what's going on. She's just beyond frustrated, and she's telling her mom all the problems that she's having, and she's doing okay, but she's just kind of tired, that's all. And her mom is suggesting that she should come over to the house today, spend time with the family. Alec does have school today, it's Wednesday, but she can see Alec, she can, talk to her dad, and her mom is going to be there, for her, and she can come over for lunch and dinner tonight. So Kayla thinks that's what she's going to do. She thinks a day away from the city might do her some good. So she's actually going to head over there now since she got off the phone with her. She's going to take the train. Where'd he go? Wasn't Brendan just here? But he probably left. He probably saw she was on the phone and was like, bye, I'll see you later. Glad I could help. But anyway, she's gonna head there now, because she's gonna take the train out of town and go talk to her mommy. See, she really does want to see her family. She hasn't seen them in a while. When you're used to taking care of people and just being there for people in general, when you leave that kind of environment, you don't really know what to do with yourself sometimes. And I think that's kind of how Kaylin feels, but I feel like Kaylin needs to find her own way in life. And that's not necessarily saying that, her family isn't important, because of course family is important. Family is always important. But at the same time, I feel like she hasn't really found her own identity away from her parents, if that makes any sense, guys. I don't know. I think they live in Willow Creek. Yep. Alex is not home today. Mom and Dad are actually both home, which is weird to say the least. He must have gotten a new promotion or something where he doesn't have to spend all that time away from home. Alright guys, so we have officially made it to the official Bridges family house. It's a gorgeous place. Her dad really worked hard to afford this house. It's a really nice house. But her dad worked really hard to afford this house. If you didn't know, her dad is a police officer. He works in the police career track, and right now he is making very decent money, and she's just making very decent money. And her mom came out to say hello and to greet her and to welcome her home. She's so happy to see her. And honestly, it feels so refreshing for Kaylin to not be in this city and to just have her mind out of it, to just be able to come out of it and just talk about things differently and think about things in a different way, and just experiencing, not the city for a day. And I think she really appreciates that, and she's going to ask her mom about her day, ask her about how her business is going. If you didn't know, in the last part of the Bridges LP, where this is actually the pre-story to Kaylin's Legacy Challenge, her mom had finally opened a bakery over in Magnolia Promenade, and it was very successful. It's a very successful bakery. Her mom's doing well. It's something that her mom has always wanted to do, which was to open up a bakery. But it was something her mom always wanted to do, was open up a bakery, to be something more than basically just a housewife, because that's pretty much all she was. She felt like just a housewife. And so she decided to start her own business, because doing that made her feel good, especially with, Alec being constantly out and about doing what boys do, which is anything and everything. So we're gonna go jump in the pool. We're gonna invite Mom out to the pool, and we're just gonna have a little bit of fun today. Like I said, her family is quite well off, and the only reason that her family is so well off is pretty much because her dad works so hard. He works almost all day, every day, and because of that, it really tore a rift in their family. But he was able to patch it up and patch it up with, especially with Alec. Alec was not here for it. He was very upset and very angry all the time. But things have changed in the household, I believe. And I'm glad that they have changed for his sake and his, mental state, because he was dealing with, depression and just like a really bad anger management. Like him and his teenage hormones, I guess you could say, didn't know how to deal with all the stuff going on. So her and her mom are just having a really chill, really relaxed and fun day. And she's, like I said, she's quite happy to be home. Very, very happy to be home. She feels like a very lucky girl, which she is. She has a great family who is always there for her no matter what she thinks, Even though she thinks that sometimes, her family isn't there for her like they should be, they really are. But they always have her best interest in heart. So she is actually going to go ahead and just talk to her mom a little bit, and she's gonna give her an apartment key, because she's gonna be like, Mom, I want you guys to come over whenever you want to. I want you guys to come hang out, and I don't want to be just like, kind of like alone anymore. I think her mom can sense how just like lonely she feels, and so I think that she... Oh, and her mom was so happy. She's like, oh, I wasn't going to ask, but thank you. I really appreciate it. And I feel like, I'm going to come over. I'm going to come see you sometimes when I'm not working at the bakery. Like, she appreciates her. She appreciates her daughter. And she appreciates her craft more now than she did, because she didn't think that writing was a real job, in all honesty. But the fact that Caitlin has been so successful with her books and everything like that, it makes her very, very proud. And I think she realizes what kind of she did wrong. So, she's gonna complain about her problems, actually. Just really lay it on her. Like, I thought I was gonna do this, and I thought I was gonna do that, in all honesty, but, I'm still such a homebody. I can't find a way to, get out and meet people. I can't find any people who like the same thing that I do. And that frustrates her. She's like, honey, geez, like, all you have to do is get up and go out. There are gonna be people that like the same things you do. You just have to get out of the house, And she's like, Mom, I can. It's not as easy as it sounds. She's like, yes, it is. You don't have to sit at home all day and write on that stupid computer. You could take a day off and you could go out. And she's like, she's like, yeah, I guess you're right, Mom. Yeah, Mom, I guess you're right. So... I think she's really going to take her. Oh, Alec is home now. Yay, baby brother. This is Alec. He is our little brother. And they're actually talking about how Alec is, within a few days, going to be not on Thursday, but on Friday probably. He is going to be turning from a teen to a young adult, which is super duper exciting. He's really changed around his, the way he acts, the way he takes things, he's working on himself, and he was improving his grades because he wanted to do something in life, for himself. So, and he's just, she's very happy just being home and seeing everybody, and she's excited that, he's gonna be turning, I guess, I don't know, 19, 20 in a couple of days, and she's like, hey, you're gonna be an adult soon. What are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your life? Alec, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do? And he's like, I think I want to be a personal trainer. I really like working out. And I really like just, helping people do good things with their life. Because, he felt like it was so hard for him to get on the right track. So he's like, I feel like I could help other people by being a personal trainer. So, she's very impressed with him. She's impressed with her little brother. She's glad that, he has turned things around, because he was very much so a problem. He was sneaking out, he was skipping school, he was doing this, that, and the third, and, he found this girl that he liked, and she's helping him study, and it's just been a lot better than it was, and his mom was definitely grateful, because it was a whole heck of a mess, but, Yeah. It was a whole heck of a mess. He was a whole heck of a mess. But she had a lot of fun today hanging out with her parents, well, hanging out with her mom, and, seeing her brother, and just, being with everybody. It's made her feel a lot better about the situation. And I guess, sometimes when you hear things from somebody else's perspective, nothing's ever as bad as you really think it is. And of course, she didn't really tell her mom about, all the disgusting stuff that's going on in her place, because if she did, she would feel the need to intervene and to like help her pay for a more expensive place and this, that, and the third. And Kaylin just really doesn't want that. She wants to be on her own, and she wants to do things on her own. She doesn't want to have to ask her parents for help or for money, because she just doesn't want to do that. So she's not going to tell the problems about the apartment, but about her life in general. Yes, she will. And she also feels, I don't think I mentioned this, but I also think she feels lonely in the sense of, what the heck? This is not inappropriate. You're my brother. Stop. You're annoying. Anyway, this is, I was saying that she also feels lonely in the sense of, relationship wise. She's never really had a real relationship, and she's never really dated anybody, at least not seriously. And because of that, it just, and because of that, she just feels very sad and very alone, and it sucks, and she doesn't like the way that it feels, and she wants to know what love feels like. She's interested in to know what love feels like. She feels like she has time for love now, and I think she wants to look for the right person, because she sees her parents' relationship, and even though her dad is always gone, her parents have a very, very strong bond, and they've been together for a long time, and she's very much in tune with how much her parents love each other and how they get through the rough times, and she saw how they worked through Alex's problems. And so I think she admires her parents, and she wants a relationship that embodies love and, what she feels. And so I feel like she's ready to start like dating around and playing the field. So she's going to be taking more seriously men's advances. And Brendan, he is a very nice guy, but he's also kind of, he keeps thinking that he can come over to our apartment whenever he wants, that he knocks on the door a lot, and she's just finding it a little too overwhelming, and him a little too overwhelming, and she thinks he's a good guy, but I don't think she's really interested in him like that. But he's a really nice neighbor in general, maybe a little bit too nice for her liking, but, after this meal, she's actually, Nicola has been texting her. Nicola is her bestie. They've been besties for a while now, and she's been telling her about this new coffee joint that has opened up. And anyway, oh shoot, there she is. Actually, it's Nicola. Do you want to hang out tonight? I really do. She wants to go to the nightclub, the Narwhal Arms. I was thinking that she wanted to go to a coffee shop or something like that. But, I'm down with going to a nightclub too, either way. Maybe she'll show her the coffee shop another night. She's like, no. Nicola's like, you need to get out. You need to do stuff. You're always telling me about how you want to go do things, and you never go do things, and you want to meet people, and you never go meet people. So she's like, we're going out. And so, Caitlin said goodbye to everybody, and we will see you guys at the nightclub with Nicola, because they're about to turn up. That's what I thought. But why did she pick such an awful place? Like, I put in all these great new places to go to, and she only takes us here. Thanks, Kayla. Thanks, Nicola. You're great. This is great. I mean, it's not horrid. But it's definitely not bopping. But, I mean, some people are here, I guess. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a drink or two. But Nicola has, been our friend for quite a while. She is a little bit older than us. We actually met her at a bookstore, and she gave Kaylin some tips on one of her books that made it big, and ever since then, her and Kaylin have been hanging out, and, Nicola really inspires Kaylin, even though Nicola doesn't want the same things that Kaylin does in life. I feel like they can still relate to each other, especially on, like, an intellectual level, because they get along really, really well. And She appreciates, oh, shiitake mushrooms, David just walked in. Holy boo. Okay, if you guys didn't know, David was a former love interest we had. Look at him. I mean, he's fine, but he was really shady, and we don't really have much of a relationship anymore because we followed way back because we found out he had a kid, and he stood us up multiple times. And eventually told us that it was because he had a kid and some things happened, and you know, kids happen. So, and he never told her. So that's really awkward. I think she's actually gonna come over here and chat him up and see how he's doing. Nicole's like, oh my god, your ex-bag is here. Well, he wasn't even really a bae. We didn't even get to that point. But I'm gonna get to know him because we didn't really get the chance to get to know him. He was a cool guy, but it was just too much shady stuff going on. And then, oh my god, why is she in this outfit? Stop. Change your outfit. Oh my god. My game is running so much better, guys. It literally makes me feel so much better to know that my game is running smoothly. Like, cause it was real rough out here in these streets. Okay, it was really rough. And anywho, but yeah, she's just gonna get to know him a little bit and kind of catch up and see, you know, how is he doing? How's your kid doing? Is she doing okay? Because she was having some issues the last time we talked, and he's just like, yeah, she's fine, but I'm just here to dance and have a good time. And she's like, oh yeah, me too. And so I guess they're just like dancing and getting to know each other and just catching up because because it has been a long while since she last spoke to him. So we're going to actually show off some moves, the arm chain. We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. We're gonna drink up. Wait, what happened? The DJ left. Bitch. How did you go? What the? Okay. We're going to a different place. We're ending this early, but Nicola, we're still going out. Oh, hey, get it, Bo. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Okay, anyway. We're just gonna say goodbye to David and say, oh, it was nice seeing you again. That sort of thing. So, just gonna say, give him a hug and say it was nice seeing him again. And, I don't know, maybe you'll see him sometime again soon. Eventually. Stop doing the arm chain. And hug him goodbye. And then we're gonna take Nicola and get the F out of here and go somewhere else. So now we're just gonna travel again. And we're gonna take... Where is she? Where is she? There she is. Alright, we're gonna take her out. Bye, David. It was nice seeing you again. He's like, bye. It was nice seeing you again, too. Maybe I'll see you again sometime soon. She's like, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if she's really changed her mind about the whole situation about being ready for a kid because, you know, dating someone who has a child, obviously a child comes with the package, you know, and you have to worry about not only that person liking you, but their kid liking you as well. So I think she is not skeptical, but trying to fall a little bit back, and if she did go out with David, it would be to take it slow, you know, because she doesn't know what it would be like to be with someone who has a child, much less being someone in a serious relationship. And I feel like if he's the kind of man who would want the relationship to he's the kind of man who would want the relationship to be 100%, you know, serious. So yeah, I think that he would want a serious relationship because, you know, he does have a daughter, so he would need something serious. But I will see you guys at the club, and once we get to the club, we'll hang out for a little while, but I'm actually gonna have to end this part soon, guys. Oh no. See you there. Okay guys, so we are back and we are at a different place. We are actually going to karaoke and sing a song. Oh, she's uncomfortable. Can we cheat her needs, guys? I'm gonna cheat her needs really fast. Oh my god. Did not mean to do that. Okay. I'm gonna cheat her needs really fast. I'm gonna make her happy. Just so we can get through this next couple of minutes. So, I'm gonna have her come in here and karaoke, sing duet with, we're gonna sing country. With Nicola! And this place is really cool because I actually renovated it a little. So we have a bar and they have the little individual karaoke rooms. I actually left this the same pretty much downstairs because I thought it was really cute idea to have karaoke rooms. So, but upstairs is a DJ, a hookah bar, a little place to hang out, a private lounge, and a dance floor. So, I think it's a cool little place to hang out. So, they're actually singing a duet. Oh, it's so cute. She's having so much fun. Hey girl, get out of our duet. We is hanging out here. But even though she didn't really meet anybody today, she was happy to go out with just, you know, hang out with Nicola. Nicola makes her feel so much better most of the time. And she feels like, oh my god. She feels like Nicola's her only real friend. And which she is, I'm not gonna lie. She really is Kaylin's only real friend. And she hasn't really been in touch with Bjorn ever since she moved. Which doesn't surprise her. They don't even really live in the same neighborhood anymore. But, I mean, well, they did live in the same neighborhood before, but he used to like to take walks there quite often. And, she's just having a lot of fun, and she was happy to go out for the day and just forget about all her worries at home. I think she really did just need a break from the city life. But, you know, she's back in her little home area, and she is, you know, feeling a lot better. Her family did her a lot of good. This is where we're going to end it today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for the second part. I really hope you like where the story is going. I'm working really hard on story progression in this LP and working on having it be realistic and true to my Sims and have a little bit of drama here and there too, because nobody's life is perfect and nobody's life isn't without drama. So, with that being said, guys, I will leave you with this very cute picture. This very cute little snapshot of them hanging out together. And I will make sure that, make sure you guys like this video if you like this LP. If you want to see more, let me know. And let me know down in the comments below what you think is going on, how you think that things are gonna go, and what you think Kaylin's next move is. I don't really know what Kaylin's next move is. I think she's gonna try and find, go to the art district or something, or try to find places that, like, suit what she wants and her personality, instead of going to these random places that don't really mean anything to her. You know, places where she can meet people who are like-minded. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do in the next part, as well as work on another book. And, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to me. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!